Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Nomifactory GTCEu Expert Mode. So, there was some stuff that I was working on off stream. Um, I was working on the oil stuff, getting that all set up. So you can see there is some quests that I got complete. And then I also, so when it came to getting all the machines set up, I was trying to use the GregTech fluid pipes and the filters and stuff. And I don't know, it didn't seem like it was working for me, so I ended up getting item conduits, and also I made ender fluid conduits, and I made the filters for those. And so I'm gonna show you, to start off, I'm gonna show you, the oil setup, both the oil production as well as the actual setup for, all the ethylene and all that stuff downstairs with how it currently is. Still gonna need a little bit of working, but I did get a lot of it set up. So, first things first, my oil setup right here, you can see there's some oil right here, and I got the stuff set up there. So I'll show you that real quick. Take a quick flight over there. You can see the cobblestone stairs here. Okay, so there was a bunch of oil here, but there's not anymore. But the important thing to note is that I still have unlimited oil with this setup here. So it's basic combustion generator, basic pump, and then just a drum for storing some oil here. Um, so this, you need to put oil in here. But once you get a little bit of oil, you don't need to keep putting oil in here, just like an initial amount to get it started, generating power. And then this is a pump, so you can see that there's oil in there. And then, so this pumps oil out into the drum and also back into the combustion generator. So it's like a self-feeding sort of thing. Keeps getting more oil, and then we get more, well, it generates energy, we get more oil, and pretty much this thing will stay full. But let me take you back home real quick now that you've seen this setup over here. So here is how I have it set up, and I made an iron drum right here, and it is 256 buckets of oil right now that I put in there from the setup over that I just showed you. So as you can see here, here's all the conduits. These are all liquid ones on top right now, the Ender version. And so let me take you through the filters real quick. So I have this one set to extract. There's nothing too special with this one. I don't need to insert anything right now. Although I'm probably gonna get the oil eventually just auto outputting to here. Um, but anyways, so this distillery, of course, is for the sulfuric light fuel, okay? So the oil goes in and makes sulfuric light fuel, and it's gonna come out. And if you look at this filter in the insert filter side, there is sulfuric light fuel, and then there's hydrogen. And then on the output extract, there's hydrogen sulfide, hydrogen, and light fuel. So this chemical reactor right here, right? It's for the light fuel. So if you look here, there's hydrogen and sulfuric light fuel, which are what we need, except we obviously need 12 buckets of this for it to do the whole process. So once you get 12 buckets of this, it'll extract the um, output, and then over here on this one's the electrolyzer, so this is going to be handling making the um, hydrogen. So I'll get to that in a second here. Um, I'm gonna have to connect this fluid heater again. I didn't connect that up yet. Um, so for this chemical reactor right here, this one is making the severely steam cracked light fuel. And if you look at the inserts, it takes in the light fuel only and outputs severely steam cracked light fuel. And then over here, uh, well, this one is for um, vinyl chloride, this one. So if you look at this, it takes in chlorine and ethylene, which is what you need to make vinyl chloride, right? And then output is vinyl chloride. And then here, you can see I've got some severely steam cracked light fuel in here right now. The reason why it's not actually making more ethylene, which we have about 4 buckets right here, is because we're full on tiny piles of carbon dust. Um, let's see, because it makes 3 at a time, I think, right? For the ethylene, let's see, should be 3, I think. Is this the right one? No, we need severely steam cracked. So, yeah, so it makes 3 at a time. And obviously we can't go past 64, so it's not going to do that. So if I take this out, then it'll start making more ethylene. But I'm going to have that automated, so it's just automatically getting taken out. Um, Obviously this is the air, so it's going to extract, and the only thing that's taking in air is this one. So the air is not going to go anywhere else besides right here. So this will always stay full. And vinyl chloride, I do have to put into the filter. I didn't do that yet. But this is going to be mixing the air and the vinyl chloride. So you'll want vinyl chloride in the filter here. So it's literally just this simple. Chloride, just drag it right there. And now vinyl chloride will go in here whenever this one makes it, right? So if we get some, so it's chlorine and ethylene, and then we get vinyl chloride. Now, I want to save some of this ethylene because we're going to need it for something else besides PVC, which, by the way, I did, of course, already make PVC. I made some sheets because those were what we needed for the conduits, so we were making a few sheets to turn into the conduits. Um, so yeah, this is the setup. We're gonna need lots of ethylene, so I'm definitely gonna make sure that this setup is good over here. And then we'll just start funneling a bunch of oil in and just let it do its thing, you know? Uh, so these 3 ingredients right here in my inventory, these were for the sifter, which if you look here, this is what you need. And well, I guess I have 8 electronic circuits. Why did those go in my inventory from, uh, okay. So these 6 electronic circuits we're saving, because as you look here, the basic circuit assembler, which is what we also want to be working on, is going to require 2 good electronic circuits, and for that we're going to need the diodes, right? 4 diodes. And the reason why I was saving the ethylene down there is because I'm going to make polyethylene with it, and that's literally just oxygen and ethylene. And we've got plenty of ethylene, and we've got oxygen downstairs too. So we can make polyethylene whenever we want. Let me look at something here. You can also turn the polyethylene, like if you want it out of a machine or something, you can always like convert it to like bars, stuff like that, or a block. And then if you ever want to get it back into liquid form, of course, you can always take it into the extractor, and then you have it back in liquid form again. So that's always an option. So I'm gonna make the sifter real quick because I pretty much oops, I don't want to do it in this one though. We want to do it in this one here. So if you put this, this, and this in there, then we can make a basic sifting machine, and that quest is complete. And the sifter, oh, so the sifter's right here. As you can see, it mentions in the description that it's mentioning emeralds, right? That's what we're going to be using the sifter for, and I mentioned that in the last episode. So I actually did get a good amount of emeralds off stream also, and I did get it into the purified emerald form. So we've got 128 of those, and so if we throw 128 of these into the sifter, we're definitely gonna get probably at least 5 of these exquisite, at least 5 of these, 15 of these, 25 of these, and then let's say at least like maybe a good stack of emeralds, for example. And I still have more emerald ore, but I just made some of it to start off with. But I think this might be good enough for now. Um, we're just gonna set up the sifter real quick, and I already cleared up a spot for it over here. But I do need to get the conductive iron wire because I don't have that in my inventory. So we just need one of them. So just grab that, go downstairs. Also, I was making more steel, but I also made some vibrant alloy ingots because I needed them for the wires. If you look here, uh, where is it? Wire mill. So these are used for the ender fluid conduits, which is what I was using over on that setup over there. So that's why I was using some vibrant alloy. Now let's put this here. Put this here. And that's getting power. Perfect. So the sifting machine is set up. We can put some of this in there, get that sifting, and that will take 20 seconds per craft. So we'll come back to that later and see what we've got from it. For now that the sifting machine is done, let's have a look at the basic circuit assembler. This is obviously going to be super useful because, as you can tell, we need to make a lot of circuits. We've already made a lot of circuits, you know. All of these machines literally require circuits, And that's only the first age, I guess, really. Like, this is like all the low voltage. Then there's the medium voltage, the high voltage, all of the other voltages. So, and I believe, every single time you're going to need circuits. And it's just going to get more and more complicated. But once we get AE2, at least we'll be able to get auto crafting stuff set up so we won't have to be going to the machines and being like, okay, let me just make some circuits here, I can just request it and get it. Or just have it always, I could always have it too, like make like, always have 20 in stock or 32 or 64 in stock of circuits. Could always have it do that too. So that'll be nice once we get to that. Um, so, the circuit assembler here, uh, LV machine hole, I think I made that already, but let me double check. Nope, I didn't. Okay. So let's first start off by making the machine hole, because that's pretty simple. Except we don't have an iron wrench. We took it from here. And then this one. Okay, so we've got an LV machine hole. That's easy. That's done. LV emitters. This, ah, I forgot that these actually need electronic circuits. Okay. And that one needs a circuit too. So that's, in total, it's 5 circuits that you would need, right? These ones don't need circuits. So 5 circuits is what we're gonna need. We're not gonna take from those. We'll just make our own circuits here. Oh, right. The circuits that we had, we used for the sifter. I was like, where did my circuits go? This took the 2. That's why we had those 2 there. So now we need another 5. So let's get 5. 5. Perfect. Okay. So we've got 5 electronic circuits. That's what we're going to need for the sifting machine. Or not sifting machine, circuit assembler. Um, First things first. 2 tin cables. I think we have that. Yep, we've got tin cables there. We've got the LV machine hole. I'm gonna save the good electronic circuits for the end of this craft. So let's do the conveyor modules next, which it's gonna be, we're gonna need 12 rubber sheets, tin cable, which we already have, and electric motors times 2, but we need 2 of these, so we need 4 electric motors. But let's keep in mind that this requires motors too, right? This is gonna require 3 motors. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? We're gonna make 7 motors. So, looking at the motors, right? We know that we're gonna need 7 magnetic iron rods, 14 iron rods, copper wire, which we've got 62, so we've got plenty, and then in the tin cables we've got, so let's go ahead and magnetize these downstairs. In the polarizer, boom. And then we'll go ahead and make the 7 electric motors. Go upstairs. Okay. So there's the 7 electric motors. Nice and easy. Next steps, the conveyors, right? This is what we were doing, so we need 12 rubber sheets. Now, we've only got 2 up here, but we do have 11 blocks of rubber. So let's grab 2 of those. And we're going to be converting these into, alright, we don't have the mold plate, so let's grab the mold plate real quick, because that's what we're gonna be needing. Mold plate, then head downstairs. And we're gonna go to, oh, actually, we already have liquid, I just remembered we have liquid rubber ready. Right here. So, if we take that in here, and then go to the fluid solidifier, oh, but that's got polyvinyl, that's got PVC in it right now. I forgot about that. We can just do this. Make it into a plate real quick. And we can always take this plate and put it into the extractor and get it into liquid form again too. So that's, it's not like we can't change it back if we need it for something else into liquid form. So I'm going to be putting this in there and this, and we need 12 sheets. So this is a way more efficient method of doing it than actually making the sheets the other way. Twice as efficient. So we'll get 12 sheets made. I'll keep the other sheets up there in case we need them. Okay, so we've got 12 sheets. Let's go back upstairs. 12 sheets. We don't actually need these blocks of rubber because we already had rubber. So I'll just put those in there for later use. We'll go here and make 2 of these. Perfect. Those are done. Next, we'll tackle the robot arm. So that's going to need an electric piston. Small steel gears. I was looking at something here. Right. This is a better way because it's only 1 steel bar. Whereas this is technically 2, right? This is 2 steel ingots right here. So there is a more efficient way of making these small steel gears. But for now, we'll just do this. But that's something to keep in mind for sure. I only needed to make 1, but I made 2 steel gears. Oh well. We might need it at some point. So we made an electric piston. Do we have everything else? An electronic circuit. There we go. We've got the robot arm. Next, the LV emitter. Now this is going to be a little interesting here. We need 4 brass and quartzite and 2 circuits. So the brass, we only have 3 brass right now. So we've got to make at least 1 more brass. And we make 4 at a time. So let's grab 3 copper and 1 zinc. 3 copper and zinc. Where is that? We've only got 2 zinc left. Okay. So we're gonna go downstairs, grab that, make some brass. And then, so the quartzite. So if you have quartzite ore, you can smelt it, or I think this is a more efficient method potentially. Let me look at this real quick. For, oh, that gets you nether quartz dust. I don't know if that would actually be a good idea then. Hmm. Yeah. I don't think that's the way you want to go. If you want um, quartzite. Quartzite. Purified quartzite. Oh, that gives you chances. Quartzite dust? Where that was one of the things that I think you could do. Never mind. Maybe not. I was thinking of nether quartz dust. Okay. So, let's see. Do we have quartzite? Nether quartzite. Okay. We do have nether quartzite. So I think you just smelt it, right? And then we get 4. Okay. So we've got quartzite. Um, and we only need 1. So yeah, I think we should be good to go once we get the brass. Oh, let's convert it. We're gonna need rods. But we can just grab these ones down here when we make this. Alloy smelter. And then we'll take one of the ingots, or actually 2 of them, 2 ingots, into the lathe and get our 4 brass rods. Okay, go back upstairs and throw these in there and this, and boom. LV emitter, and that's a quest. I'm just not sure where it is. Oh, right here. Advanced component used for the circuit assembling machine. And there's MV emitters too that I think are for the next version of the circuit assembler. So let's throw this back in there. Throw that there. Okay, so how are we looking here? So we've got this. We just need to work on the 2 circuits, the good electronic circuits. So, that being said, we already have 6 electronic circuits. We've got the copper wire, we've got the steel plates, and we have made a lot of good circuit boards, as you can see. Well, we made 2. The reason why I didn't make more, I think, is because I don't need to right now. But we did make 18 phenolic substrates, so we can make the good circuit boards if we need. Um, but I think we only made 2 is because we only need 2 to get the circuit assembler. And then once you have the circuit assembler, um, okay. So that's how to make electronic circuits with the circuit assembler. But I think you can also do it for the good electronic circuits too. Right? Yeah. Yeah, so this is gonna be what we're gonna be doing. Uh, I think we can do that right now, right? Well, I mean, once we get the diodes, that's the only thing that we haven't got yet. And that's why we're getting polyethylene. Because we can do it without ethylene, if we just use glass. But you only get 1 instead of 2. So I was like, might as well get double the amount for our gallium arsenide dust. So let's grab our gallium arsenide, which is up there. We have 4 of them. Yeah, 4. That's the arsenic. Need one of these. And then we're gonna break it up. Wait, tiny piles. That's not what we want, right? We want small piles. Well, why is it breaking up only into tiny? Small pile. Gallium arsenide would get you 4 small piles right there. Not doing that. What? Hello? Am I dreaming right now? Why is that not giving me 4 small piles? It's only doing 9 tiny. It says you can put it here to get 9, or you can put it in the middle to get 4. Let me try reversing it. Put it in the front. That's still tiny. That, nothing. Nothing. Uh, how do we... It's supposed to be right there, but it's doing tiny piles. What? Something's messed up here. I shouldn't need to use the packager. It's literally a crafting thing. Gallium arsenide dust. Gallium arsenide dust. But it's like glitched or something. Let's try it with a regular crafting table. See if that makes any difference. Put this down. Put this right here. Still tiny. No matter where. Small pile. Oh! Here in the third slot, it's going to small piles. Wait, let's see if it does it here in the... Here? Oh. It's in the third slot. Okay. I guess this thing was just glitch, and it says it's supposed to be in the second, but clearly that wasn't the case. It's in the third. Good to know. So we've got our small piles, and now we need to get polyethylene downstairs, and then get fine copper wire, which I don't know if we have right now. No, that's fine red alloy. So we'll have to get some fine copper wire, which is just copper ingots. How many do we need? I mean, we could just make, since we've got 4 of these, let's do 16 fine copper. So we need 2 copper ingots. Okay. Got that. And those are gonna go into the assembler. But first, let's get the wire mill. And it's a circuit configuration of 3 for this. So make sure to change that to 3. Okay. So the assembler, that goes in there. And these go in there. And then we need to get our polyethylene figured out. We need to get some polyethylene in there. Um, Essentially 4 ingots worth of polyethylene. So, let's see. Let's see here. Got oxygen here if we need it. So polyethylene, if you look at it, it's oxygen and ethylene. It's this. Oh, okay. Yeah, you would prefer to do it with oxygen because you get more ethylene, polyethylene, instead of... It's the same inputs for ethylene, but you get more out of it. This is 1 ingot worth if you do use air. But you get slightly more, I guess. 216 versus 144. So you get 50% more if you use oxygen. Guess that's fine. And it's so 1 bucket of oxygen and a little bit of ethylene. And you've got to put that in the chemical reactor. So if we grab 1 bucket of oxygen, we would put that in the chemical reactor, right? And then we would need to grab a little bit of ethylene. I don't think there's any way for us to just grab 144, for example. So we just gotta grab it all. Can we, let me think real quick. So we can always take the ethylene and put it back into, we can make it into bars, right? Uh, Wait, can we make ethylene into bars? No, I think we have to do polyethylene into bars. Let's see. So we can make polyethylene bars and PVC bars, right? I think so. Um, so let's, I guess, grab it. And then head over to here, put this in there. I think we have to take these out. Um, and then program circuit of 1 is what you need. So just grab that, go into here. Actually, I think I could have just done this. Didn't need to grab it. Just put that in there for now. Okay, so we've got 216 millibuckets of polyethylene. Now what you would do is you would take that and you would go over to the assembler, make sure that it's in that slot, and it'll start making some diodes. Diodes are going to be super useful, but we're going to need more polyethylene because that was only enough for about 1 craft, plus a little extra. But there's our first set of diodes right there. Quest complete. Diodes complete. And soon enough, we'll have this one done also. We can actually probably do that right now. We can come back to making more diodes, I guess. We can leave that there for now. So, let's just put this over here real quick. It's the raw rubber. Okay. So, right. We have the diodes. And looking at this, right? The circuit assembler. You need 2 good electronic circuits, which I think we can do now. Wait, why did we have 2? What was these 2 for? There's 6. What was this 2? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know why I have these 2. I don't know where those... Did I think that these were the 2 that we needed? I think so. But I don't think we need these ones. But we'll just grab that. So we need 6. So that. Now, once we have a circuit assembler, instead of crafting, it's better to do the circuit assembler, of course. Um, Diodes, 2 electronic circuits. So you get to use one less electronic circuit. 2, 4, 6, 7. What else? Oh, the steel plate. So it's one less electronic circuit and one less steel. You don't have to use a steel plate for making good electronic circuits. If you use a circuit assembler, but you do have to either use 1 ingot of tin or half an ingot of soldering alloy, which is um where is it again? Wait, can we even use the soldering alloy right now? I don't know if we can make that. Wait, yes we can. Okay. You can make it with the mixer. 6 tin, 3 lead, and 1 antimony dust with a configuration of 3 for the circuit. And then you can get soldering alloy dust. So that's how you can get soldering alloy. So looking at these good electronic circuits, since we can't use the circuit assembler yet, we obviously have to use the crafting. So we put the 2 diodes in there. Actually, we're gonna need, we are going to need another set of diodes because we're making 2 of these. So let's head back downstairs real quick before we make our electronic circuits, the good ones. And we've got to get a little bit more polyethylene. Yeah. So I think we need 1 more bucket of oxygen. Right. And then that goes in here. Pyrope. I don't want this stuff. Okay, so here we go. We've got more of that. And that would go in here. Not that, the here. Okay. And now we've got exactly 1 ingot worth of polyethylene right here. So we could always pull this out and make an, in the fluid solidifier, you can make it into a bar if you want, or even a sheet. So let's go, wait, cobblestone. Why is that? Oh, it's making another set. I was like, where did the polyethylene just go? But I forgot it was gonna make another set, because we still have more resources in here. That's fine. We might as well have it make some more diodes. Okay. Slash home. Let's put those diodes in and make 2 of these. Done. Better circuits and quest. The first tier 2 circuits. Perfect. And we've got MV circuits done. Where's that one? MV circuits. I don't even see it here. Am I missing it? Progression. Oh, it's in this one. I see. Huh. Interesting. Tier 8 circuits? Jeez. Tier 9 circuit? That leads into these insane things over here. That's interesting. Okay. Back to the beginning. Wait, not the beginning. Early game for now. Um, we were gonna make the circuit assembler, right? With these two good electronic circuits that we have. We need to put those in there. And voila. That should be another quest, I think. Yep. LV circuit assembler done. And that should be, yep, right here. Um, okay. Yep, we just looked at the progression quest book tab, actually, to look at all the circuits. Progression, rather. Circuit progression. Um, so yeah, these are going to be important for making all the circuits. So let's actually get this hooked up downstairs. Um, so we're going to be doing a lot of MV stuff coming up, for sure. That's where we're moving towards. We're pretty much done with making LV stuff, I think. This might have been the last thing that's considered LV. If you look at the quest, obviously all of these machines, right, are going to be MV. Besides the circuit assembler. I think this was LV, but the rest should be MV. That's HV machine hole, HV assembler. So there's even some HV stuff on here. But yeah, I think it's all MV and above, pretty much, it looks like. So, MV extruder. Okay. Clean room. I remember seeing this word earlier. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Um. Okay. Lenses. Ruby lens. Alright, let's look at our sifter real quick, see how that's doing. It's done. Look at that. Um, so exquisite in order of difficulty, exquisite, flawless, purified emerald. Exquisite, flawless, purified and emerald. So we ended up getting 5, 12, 16, and 23. Only 23 emerald ones? I thought it would be a little bit higher, but still alright. Um, so with the exquisite emeralds, I believe we're gonna be making an emerald lens, and then eventually the atomic reconstructor with that. Um, and then flawless. The flawless ones are gonna be for some MV stuff, like the sensor and emitter. I'm not sure about anything else. Apparently you can make more exquisite emeralds if you have some sort of glass lens thing, but I'm not sure how hard that is to get there. These sensors are going to be used in a few different things, including the ME drive. You're going to need the emitter and the sensor. This is going to be nice to have once we get that and get some AE2 stuff set up. Um, let's see, dude. use it for anything else. Uh, Atmosphere analyzer, I don't know about that. Advanced miner. Starts as a 33 by 33. Huh. It'd be nice to have like a self mining thing that just mines. So like you could get it set up in like the block where the vein is. So you go to where the vein is, set this up, just tell it to mine the whole area, and then you just, come back at a later point, or if you have like it set up to an ender chest sort of thing, you can just literally grab the stuff straight from your base that it mines, so that'd be nice. Something like that. So that's the MV sensors. And then MV emitters. That's gonna be for the next circuit assembler. Oh, of course we need those for the atomic reconstructor. And of course, the ME drive. Coordinate selector. I don't know what the point of that is. Oh, I guess you need whatever this is. Rocket assembling machine. That's interesting. Okay. So it doesn't look like we need too many of these, actually. The MV emitter and sensor. At least not right now, I don't think. Bucket, get out of there. Okay. So for now, I think this is fine. I don't know if we're gonna need any more of those anytime soon. We were gonna set up the circuit assembler, but I was gonna just think about it for a second, like where I wanted to put it, because essentially we're gonna be switching out some pipes and stuff. Uh, well, we don't have to on this, but so for the MV setup, right? All the MV machines, I definitely think I want to use all conduits over there. Item conduits, energy conduits, fluid conduits, all of the above for the MV setup. Um, I do want to make also a large battery so that I can hold even more power when I go mining. Because 360, it's a good amount, but I'd rather just not have to worry about it as much. Like, if I'm really going to mining, then I'm like, don't have to worry about it running out at all. So, um, we need, if we're gonna make the large battery, right? You need battery alloy plates, which we already made, 4 gold cables, and 1,296 polyethylene. Um, so the only thing that we were waiting on was the polyethylene, which we can get now pretty easily, and we can make gold cables, obviously. Okay, just need 4 gold wires and 4 ingots of rubber. So 1,296 polyethylene. Um, it's gonna be a bit of oxygen, right? 1,002, was it 1,296? So we need 6 of these. 6 buckets of oxygen. We've got 5. We could grab some from there if we wanted. Okay. So we're mixing the oxygen here with the ethylene. to get some polyethylene, and we need one more bucket of oxygen, and then we should have enough. Okay. Let's make ourselves a battery. We need to go get the 4 gold cables, or wires, which we don't have any gold wires, so let's just grab 2 of these. And 4, we need, oh wait, we have rubber downstairs, already in liquid form. We don't have to grab any rubber, so put these in the wire mill, and then, where is our rubber? Oh, right here. We need to grab some liquid rubber and put it in the assembler. There's our polyethylene that we need. Let's do the rubber first before we do the polyethylene. So let's take these out. Yeah, so we're gonna take those out and grab. Oh, we have it set to 3 still. Damn it. I don't think there's any way to turn fine copper wire or fine gold into a copper wire or a gold wire, is there? I guess if you extract it, you could. Then you take this and fluid solidify it. Um, yeah. You could get it back into gold. Do I even have the ingot mold? I don't think I have a mold ingot. I have plate, gears, block, rotor ball, and an empty shape plate, which we could make into ingot. Really simple. Guess we might as well make an ingot one. We might need that for sure at some point. So I think it's like that, and then the hammer, or reversed, maybe? Not. Oops. Mold ingot. There we go. Okay. Because I don't think I need these fine gold, whatever these things are. Fine gold wires? Like, what do I use these for? Good integrated circuits? I don't know when I'm going to be using these. Yet, that is. So, if we put these in the extractor, um, okay, that's fine. Throw all these in there. It only takes 1 second, so it's not going to be long. Then we're gonna go into the fluids. That might be one issue. Let's make what were we? Oh, we were gonna take this. Ah, well, that's kind of annoying. Um, I want to swap these. I want to swap the gold into there and put the rubber in here, but I cannot. Is there somewhere else we could put the liquid for right now? Can we put the liquid anywhere? Can I put this in the canning machine? Whoa, I guess I can. Okay, interesting. So now I take this, put it into here, and then we can take the gold, grab that, and put it into the fluid solidifier with the ingot one. And now we've got our gold back. And now we put this into the wire mill and we've got it set back to 1. What we initially wanted. Okay. Gold wire's done. Now we put those in here. Get some gold cables. And then we need to get the polyethylene in here. Okay, so polyethylene right here. Grab that. Go over to here, put that in there. And then right, the battery alloy plates we left upstairs. There's no configuration that we need, right? No, okay. Okay, grab these, go downstairs. Wait, can we even charge the large one in this medium voltage one? I didn't even think about that. It'd be unfortunate if we can't. It says A to V battery hole. Maybe that means we can't use it in that machine. So now that we have the large battery hole, we would need to get some sodium. 16 sodium. 16. And sodium dust. We're going to be getting the electrolyzer and getting some salt. And we need the chlorine anyways, so it works out good that we have that recipe. So I think our salt is over here, but we don't have, we only have 8 here. Now is that enough? Is it, I think it's a 1-to-1 ratio. No, 2-to-1. So we can get 4 more. And I think we said we needed 16. Yeah, we need 16. So we need 12 more, which means we need 24 salt, which means we've got to get more salt. Now, I did go mining. Right. I know I went mining, got a bunch of salt ore. I think I put it on the wall. Somewhere here, right? I sworn. There. Salt. Okay, so we've got a bunch of salt ore. But we don't want to smelt it. I think that's what you do. Have to pulverize it again, then centrifuge. And then you finally get salt. Or you could ore wash it, but then you don't get tiny piles of rock salt, which I'm not 100% sure. I mean, you can get potassium and chlorine from using rock salt, which is something. I don't know about the other stuff though. Oops. So let's go downstairs. Let's take a trip to the grinder. I'm not gonna do all of this. Let's try 8 to start, see how long it takes. 30 seconds. So take a minute to do this much. It's not bad. So we have to double pulverize. And then centrifuge. And then electrolyze, I think. 32, so we're gonna have 64 of these. 64 of these being pulverized, we'll get 64. We'll end up with 64 salt off of this. Okay. 64 salt, that would be 32 sodium that we could get, sodium dust. That's plenty. We could actually probably just do it with half as much. That would be fine too, actually. Oh, I held shift. Still going upstairs. Oh, right, we turned that off. Let's turn it back on. Okay. We upgraded the drawer. It already had one gold storage upgrade, but we added another one, so it can hold 32,768 sugarcane now. So how many impure piles do we need? 4, 16, 12, 24. Yeah, we need 24. The rest, we'll just let it do its thing. We'll grab 24 and be on our way. Okay, so, I'm gonna take a look back at the oil setup here again real quick. After I put these, or after we do the battery perhaps. So, these go into the centrifuge. That takes 6 seconds each, and then we'll get salt, I think. Yes, and tiny piles of rock salt. So, again, looking at this, this is going to be producing steam, which I don't know why it... Oh, oh. Well, we found our missing backpack. I was wondering where this went. It somehow got in here. Well, I'm glad we found our backpack. Um, like, did I drop it somewhere? So, back to this. I don't... Oh, it probably isn't making 8K steam because it makes it in batches, and if it goes above, it won't do it. So, we need to get this steam attached. So that way... where's the steam usage? It's over on this side, right? Yeah. So this won't run out of steam. So let's get some ender fluid conduits. Why is this in my inventory? Hang glider? Hang glider. I think some of this stuff is getting moved around unluckily. So let's put all of this over here. So is the centrifuge done? Almost. So we take this and electrolyze, yes. And we'll get 1 bucket of chlorine for every 2. This is going to be 24. So we get 12 buckets of chlorine And we're gonna do it in this one over here, so that way we can use that for the um, electron, not electrine, but chlorine setup over here. Okay, so this is all good. Let's take that and put it into this electrolyzer. I don't want that in there. Okay. So you're gonna see it's gonna build up chlorine. And the chlorine is supposed to go in here. But I guess okay, so we do have that in there. So let's look at one more thing. I think it's this one. It's not set to export chlorine right now. So the second way you put chlorine into this one, it's gonna export all of that chlorine into the other one. So watch this. And look at that. It's empty now. And it should be all over here. Okay. So we've got our 16 sodium dust. That's what we're looking for. And now let's go ahead and put it into the canning machine over here. That and this. It'll can it up. I'm just using this for storage right now. It doesn't have to be there. So we're gonna make our large sodium battery, which I have no idea if we can charge it right now with that medium buffer. This takes 80 seconds. Quite a bit of time. Alright, so back to the circuit assembler, right? I think I want to set this up near the MV machines instead of like with the low voltage stuff. So pretty much this circuit assembler would be with the MV stuff. The next circuit assembler would be with the HV stuff. So it's like one tier lower, but it's like used essentially this is going to be used for all the MV stuff, right? All the circuits that we use for MV, we'll be using this. So like I was just thinking I'd put it next to the MV stuff. Um, that being said, we've got to figure out where we're going to be putting the MV stuff, and then we'll have to swap out all of the energy. Uh, so if you look at the conduits, right, we're going to need to get some energy conduits going. Uh, Perhaps energetic alloy, I would think. I don't know if I need to do vibrant. That's probably not how much we're going to be needing right now. This is 2048 RF per tick right here. And we've got 6 turbines, and each of them does 128 RF, I think. Right? So 768. So even if we doubled our power output usage, if we did 6 more turbines, this could still handle all of the energy coming out of 12 turbines. So I think that's going to be fine. We just do energetic ones. So we're going to need some energetic alloy wires. Let's see how many we're going to do. So we can make 4 at a time. Um, 4 for every 2. So how many of these do we want to make? Let's say we make 5. 5 of these, so we'd get 10 wires, which would be 20 conduits. That's not too much. Probably want more than 20, to be honest. We probably want to go for at least 32 or more. So if we want 32 of these, we would need 16 wires. Pretty much however many of these you want, just cut it in half, and that's how many alloy wires you'll need. And then cut that in half to figure out how many energetic alloy ingots you're going to need. This canning machine is done now. We've got a large sodium battery. And the moment of truth, can it go in here? It cannot. That's good to know. So we're gonna need, eventually, I guess, wait, is this one? This one's the medium voltage right here. So we would need a high one. Oh, that's, HV machine hole. Yeah, that's not gonna be, for a while, I don't think. So is there any other way to charge this battery? Is the question, I guess. Um, let's look at chargers. If we... So I guess the question is, if this is an HV tier battery, I guess, but we made it in not even MV technically, sort of, not really. Um, can these things, well, I'm not saying that we can make these, for example, but which of these things is able to charge the battery? If any of them can and we're able to make it, that'd be pretty nice. Let me look at this. Capacitor, bank. Could this charge it? Does this even charge? I think you can. Let me test something real quick. Just for testing purposes, let's go ahead and. Why is my hand moving like that? Okay. So let's break this real quick. Let's see if we put this here. So oh, um, well, we've got a fire. It broke the stuff. Does this still have the energy? It does. Okay. So if we put this in here, well, I guess that answers that. We can't put anything in here. So the capacitor banks are going to be useless for what we're trying to do. So let's just delete this into there. I don't know if we can charge this right now. So I'm just going to put it up here in this chest. Let's go downstairs. Ah, actually we gotta go back up. We're gonna have to fix this cable in, because it just deleted a few cables, unfortunately. Burnt on fire. Let's grab these, go downstairs, and send this up. Gotta connect from down there. What? Just do? What shit is that? Um, wait. Oh wait, I guess, This looks weird. I don't know why. But this should be coming up. Did we lose? We had 4. Oh, there it is. Okay. What's this? Oh, I guess I accidentally pressed that key. Okay. So this should come up this direction. And then I guess we're gonna need another one. Do we have any more? 3, but those are the one times. Ah, conductive. We have some here. Wire mill. Shit, we'll just make all of these. The one thing I don't know. Okay, so if we're gonna switch over to energy conduits, for example, right? We'll definitely need an energy converter because you can't plug directly from the turbines, for example, into the conduits. Right now, this energy converter is, um, well, it's not actually being used, per se. It's not converting energy. Uh, we just sort of have it here. It was used at one point, but it's not right now. But we can still, use it at some point in the future if we need to. Okay, so this is all connected now, I think. Is it connected down there? I think so. Um, should be getting energy though, I think. Right? Do you have to turn this on? No? Could have sworn. Maybe that doesn't get any energy. Okay. Let's put this back up here. This should have energy, right? Yeah. Okay. So that's got energy. This doesn't though. Okay. So the circuit assembler I'm gonna set up where I'm gonna put the NV stuff. I think I'll eventually get to the farming station, so we have lots of rubber. We don't have to worry about that. So for the atomic reconstructor, right? If you look at this, atomic reconstructor. I was trying to find this black quartz, and I was not having any luck earlier. I was literally looking for it, looking for it, looking for it, and I could not find the black quartz. Um, that being said, I did see this recipe. You can take 4 quartzite dust in an autoclave or in an electrolyzer and get crushed black quartz, which you can then autoclave to get the black quartz that you need for the atomic reconstructor. So instead of searching around, uh, I think I'm just gonna do this. I was not having any luck, but I also did notice that it does have to be MV for this to work. So we would need an advanced electrolyzer. So this might be potentially one of the first, I think, machines that I'd be making for MV. If we look at our quest thing, quest book, not that one, this. So MV electrolyzer is right here. So it does branch off of where we're at right now, so I think that'll probably be the first MV machine that I make. Are we making anything here? No? Okay. Right, this is charging still. So I pretty much want to get the basic circuit assembler set up where I'm going to put all the MV machines, and I want to make sure that this setup over here is good, which means we're also going to need to get this stuff to auto extract into like a storage drawer. We can put a storage drawer over here somewhere and put these, make these go into there so this doesn't, so we don't have to worry about pulling these out and putting them somewhere. So let's get, let's see first, at least where we're gonna put all the MV stuff in the circuit assembler. So I was trying to think. I don't want to really put them over here. Now we've got all our low voltage stuff right here, and I don't know if I want to go even further this direction. So I was like, well, maybe I can go this direction, right? So if I wanted to go this direction, I could honestly get rid of these stairs. They're not really that important. Just make this a room, right? And then put all our MV stuff here. Clear all this area out, you know? And it doesn't take that long to do it. Especially because I have this. Oh, and there's apparently a monster spawner right there. Get rid of that. I'm gonna make it level with that stuff. Get that. Get all this. Oh. Um. There we go. What is this? Okay, we uh don't really care about this stuff down here right now, so let's just do this. Find this stuff out. Uh, that. Okay, and okay. So all that's sealed up. Get this. Do that. Get rid of these. We need a pickaxe. Get rid of these. Seal this up. Mine that, this. Mine this. Okay. So we've made a little bit of space, but we could probably definitely push into this wall here also. Yeah. Push into that wall. Get some more of this. Break through that. Get all this. Okay. So we'll basically be what I think I might do is have it to where it's sort of like I guess a circle to where low voltage stuff, medium voltage, and then we could do like high voltage stuff over there, further that direction. Um, it would essentially be over in this area, right? HV, for example. And then um, if we get into, well, we will eventually get into it, but like once we get past HV, we could just keep sort of like doing it in a circle if we really wanted. I don't know. But eventually I'm gonna get travel anchors and stuff like that. So we'll be able to teleport around easier. So like from here up there, or from up there down to here. So we can teleport from somewhere in the base to HV whenever we get there, stuff like that. So we don't have to do some long walking thing. Um, so we cleared the area out. Let's go upstairs. Put this stuff away. Broken spawners. Gray terracotta. Don't need this stuff. Stone. I think I'm just gonna throw these away. 'Cause these are like not hard to make. It's literally just stone. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so these sticks go here. We've got diodes. We'll put those there for now. Let's go downstairs, but not all the way down. Let's go ahead and grab this battery out of there. And then, now that we've got this area a little bit cleared out, although get rid of this, get rid of this part. Okay. We can get rid of all this stuff too. Okay. There we go. So, circuit assembler, how do I want to do this? This is like the bridge to the MV section. Do I want to rotate, make it so the MV stuff goes along this way? Probably. Like machine, 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 machine. Kind of like how I have over there, where all the LV stuff is. Just have a bunch of MV stuff going along this way. Probably. Um, First things first though, circuit assembler. Gonna be super important. Um, Start off the machines right here, I guess. That should be fine. So if we put the circuit assembler here, we're gonna have to run power underneath. We're gonna have to do that whole experience and connect them. We're gonna have to, if we're gonna switch to energy conduits, we're gonna have to get the energy acceptor thing set up. But I might upgrade from a 4 amp one to a higher voltage one, just so we don't have any issues with the amperage thing, I guess. So pretty much how it would go is, I think, uh, turbines. I don't know how much can this output? The energy converters. Converter. Da, da, da. LV. What is? Doesn't say how much it can output. I know it converts energy, but how fast does it convert it? Like if I give it 1 million RF per second or per tick, does it convert 1 million RF per tick or second and then send it back out? Or no? Huh. Um, okay, so circuit assembly would go here. Then we'd have a bunch of, we could either put all the MF stuff starting right here, in these spots right here, or we could put them like right here. So we could have the circuit assembler, and then all the MV stuff, and then another row of MV stuff right there. Not sure how I want to do it, but um, so let's get, let's go upstairs, and then go over here. So we've got 32 item conduits, and then 7 fluid conduits. We've got to make some, well, we've probably got to make more ender fluid conduits at some point, but realistically, we've actually got to make more of these energetic alloy energy conduits. So those, we're just going to need a bunch of energetic alloy. Not a lot, but definitely a decent amount. So we're going to need gold, redstone, and glowstone. Oh, speaking of redstone, I did get some more redstone off stream. As you can see here, I had to upgrade this to gold. I had to put a gold storage upgrade in here because we have 1,257 redstone now. So that's good. But anyways, yeah, so we're gonna need a decent amount of gold, redstone, and glowstone, so we can get some glow or energetic alloy. So then we can get a decent amount of these. Maybe just make a full stack. That would be 16 sets. So we would need 32 of these. 16, 32 of these. So we would need 32, 16 alloy ingots. That's not bad. We only need 16 of these. 16 of these. So we need 8, or 16 gold, 8 redstone, and 8 glowstone. 16, 8, 8. That's not bad. Thought we were gonna need more. 16, right? 16, 8, and 8. Is that what I said? 8, and then 8. 8, 8. Okay. Yeah. So 16, 8, and 8. This should get us enough to make some energy conduits, a good amount of them. So first we go to the no, mixer, throw this, this, and this. Oh, these actually have to be dust, so macerator first, grinder rather. Okay, it's getting kind of late. Oh, we still got these over here. Macerate this. Probably wrap up here soonish. Just gonna get started on this and get the oil thing set up, and then we'll get ready for wrapping up. Okay, we've got that. Mixer, this goes in here. That's gonna start mixing. These, we're gonna centrifuge, might as well. May as well. Okay, so while this is making energetic alloy dust, let's take a look over here real quick again. So we need to take We need to take these, put one here, and then, so this is going to be extracting steam, and it's going to be going to this one right here, right? Yeah, so for an input, we're going to have steam right here, regular steam, whatever that might be, right here. So this will input steam into here, and then this is going to output steam. So we'll do that, put steam as an output, set it to always active. Okay, so that should be set up. There's this thing that I've got to figure out. So we're gonna need to get a drawer and then take some item conduits and get that to come out. So let's get a drawer real quick. Drawer. We just need a regular basic drawer sort of thing, you know? Um, can we use rubber wood? Oak, spruce, birch. Oh, I guess not. Doesn't look like you can. You can use dark oak wood. We have that. Um, yeah, so I think we'll use dark oak wood. Do we have it in this one? Okay, we just gotta make some. 6? This. This goes in here. Oh, chest. We have a chest. I know. Put that in there. Okay, so we've got a drawer. Item, conduits we have. Okay, so we would need to put the drawer somewhere. Do we want to put it under? Um, I guess the question is, do we need these tiny piles of carbon dust? Well, it'll get us carbon dust, obviously. What can we do with carbon dust? Asphalt, graphene, whatever, this stuff, gunpowder. So we can use it for the resistors. Let's look at the resistors again here. So you can use coal, charcoal, or carbon. Um, does carbon get you more? Still 2. Okay, so it's the same as coal then, pretty much, for that. Anything else that carbon is good for? Carbon fibers? Not sure what this is exactly used for. Okay. Blast furnace, silicon, ingot. Silicon ingot. Hmm. Oh, I didn't mean to grab these. Guess I was doing the scrolling wheel and accidentally wheeled over this. So that's gonna, as you can see, it's gonna take this severely steam cracked and make ethylene. Um, so for now, guess we'll put it right there. Actually, redo, redo. I want to be able to see it, so we're not gonna put it down there. We're gonna put it like over here, I think, I guess. So let's go ahead and put, where did that item conduit go? Oh, it's up here. That's not what I wanted. Item conduit to here. It's been a while since I've used conduits, but they're so nice. Mostly because I haven't played Minecraft in a while, until I started this playthrough. So, this one is going to be inserting. We don't need to extract out of here. Now, okay, so I think this should be the item conduit one right here. Wait, no, this one's item conduit. Because you can see, here's our fluid filter for the fluid one. So this is all the fluid stuff. Um, and then, yeah, so these are the item ones. See how it shows millibuckets for this one, for effective speed, and this one's items, 4 items per operation. That should be fine. We don't have to have it operating super fast. So, we would set this to always active, and the, would we need a filter here? Kind of curious. What happens if we set this to always active? Okay, and they're there. Okay. I guess we won't need an item conduit, or, uh, the items won't go into here, I don't think, right? Because it's technically connected to this. Although we could disable the item part there. So now there's only the fluid one going in. So now it's literally just a connection straight there for the items. Okay. So that's perfect. This we don't have to worry about anymore, as long as this doesn't fill up too much. The ethylene, the air. Do we have everything else set up right? I guess we can test it. Um, First, we'll test it with this. We'll just get some oil, right? So let's get 16 buckets. We can only put 8 in at a time. But you can see the sulfuric light fuel is disappearing. And it's going over to here. This is filling up. And once it gets to 12,000, it's gonna go to the next step, which is here. And then the hydrogen sulfide will um, be put into the electrolyzer and we'll get hydrogen again. And then this steam is gonna keep that full so we don't run out of that. And then over here, uh, we've got a bunch of chlorine, but we don't have that being automated, so we'll have to get more chlorine unless we automate the chlorine process. And then I'm pretty sure everything should go smoothly from start to finish. And if that's the case, if that is the case, we can just hook up this iron drum, all 256 buckets at a time, and put it in here, and just have oil constantly coming in. Now, I did do some calculations, and it is 16 buckets of oil gets you, I think 6 sets of, was it ethylene? I want to say. Let's see. Ethylene. Distiller. Oh, right here. Okay. Where? I need the one with 3. Oh, right here? No. Steam cracked. This one? Okay. So yeah, I think 16 buckets of oil gets you, was it 1,250 millibuckets of ethylene, I think? I think so. Or was it the final product? The PVC? I don't know, but it was 16 buckets, I remember. So this 256 would get you 16 sets of, it would get you quite a bit of ethylene, I think, which is going to be important. So that's that. We've got all these going good. This will keep going. It's almost, well, it's not at 12K yet because we ran out of oil, but let me just do this real quick. We can get this set to extract, always. And then this one needs to take in, uh, we don't want it taking in air though. So that's gonna be an issue. It took in air. We don't care about air. Screw the air. So we're gonna have to put an item filter into this, or a fluid filter, I mean, to make it so it only takes in oil. Okay, and then we've got to get the air out of here. So I think what we can do is, actually, let me do this. Uh, put this back, oops, I did not mean to press that button. I need to put all of this back into here real quick. Um, okay, let's just do this. Just gonna have that push all the oil out. And then we're gonna grab this air and get it out of there. And we shouldn't have that issue anymore now that we have the filter there. I believe. Okay, this takes a while to output. Um, oops. Oh well. Okay.
Hey.
Okay. So that is empty now. Let's break it and get this air out of here. Grab that. Alright, you can see it immediately started filling up with oil because of this. And now it's just always going to stay full of oil as long as this is full. And this will get to 12K. Now let's get rid of this air. I really don't need this air. Oh, that got rid of 7. Okay, we killed the air. It's gone. Okay, so this will keep going till we get to 12, and then we'll go to the next step. So this should be good. Um, back to, well, we don't have too much more time, but let's see. Looking at some stuff here real quick. So we did do our first circuit, the good electronic circuit ones. So that's nice. And once we get the circuit assembler set up, we'll be using the circuit assembler for our circuits. But we've got to make sure to feed tin or soldering alloy into that. I've got to get the circuit assembler set up, of course. So I pretty much just need energy, and I'm also going to need uh, the liquids, right? I think these are all tenor soldering outlet, right? All 88 recipes. So pretty much we're gonna take energy from over there. We're gonna need energy conduits, get them to go over here. This will get energy, and then we also need the liquids. So what I might do is hook a fluid line up also, and have it go to, say, the extractor, for example. And then we'll have a filter too, so only tin or soldering alloy can come in here. Because we don't want other random fluids from the extractor going in here. Um, so we'll probably set that up. I probably will set it up off stream since it's just, random work. And then we'll come back next time with our circuit assembler hopefully ready to go. And then we can get into, let's see. Oh yeah, the atomic reconstructors. We're gonna make the electrolyzer, the MV electrolyzer. Um, yes, the MV electrolyzer. And then we're gonna get 4 quartzite dust, get that crushed black quartz, and put it into the autoclave. Yeah, and then finally, we'll have this black quartz, and then we'll make it into the aluminum casing, which will then be used for the atomic reconstructor. So, if all things go well, we'll have our circuit assembler set up, and then next time we'll make that MV electrolyzer for sure, and probably make the emerald lens, I would think. Uh, yeah, we can do it with an LV lathe, so we could make that right now if we wanted. Um, and then it's just a matter of making more circuits, electrum. So, oh yeah, these are the same, and lead plate. So yeah, that's what we'll look forward to next time. Uh, MV electrolyzer for sure, I would think. And we still want to get our farming station set up. Um, and that one's right here. That's going to require, we actually have 2 of these. We found these Infinity Bimetal Gears recently, today. While I was trying to search for the black quartz stuff. So we got those. We've got that. We can make the crystals really simple. And then we've got our farming station, but getting just this, there's still going to be other work that we're going to have to do besides just making this. So that will take a bit of time. We're going to have to get some tools so that this can use it, the tools. But yeah, we'll get all that set up. I don't know if we'll do that in the next one, maybe the one after. For the next one though, I kind of want to get that electrolyzer set up and get this atomic reconstructor first. Then we can probably do the um, tree farm thing. And then after that, I do want to get into AE2 soon enough. That'll be nice to get set up, make things easier once we have that all set up. So, I think that's it for now, and hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.